Welcome to the Purple Positivity Podcast for August the 24th, 2018. I am your host, the amazingly adorable Rebecca Thistle, podcasting to you live-ish from my new used desk in my apartment, which I call Jeffrey Thistle Work. Yes. I made myself laugh, so it's half the battle. I think I've mentioned this in shows in the past. My coworker gives me rides home. Well, her husband does. He generally gets off work at about 4:30. So she and I, we get off work at 4. He gets off at 4:30. So we walk over to the Sonic next door to where we work, and we hang out there until he shows up. Well, here recently, her daughter started a new job and doesn't really have childcare. So, save for her oldest son is in kindergarten now. But anyways, point is, so she has asked my coworker, her mother, to watch her kids for her. So she'll generally drop the kids off. She's got a 5-year-old and a 10-month-old. And I'm about to sneeze. Oh, there we go. She's got a 5-year-old and a 10-month-old. And, you can tell this is not a professional podcast. And, so I get to spend time with the kids, usually about 2 days a week. Because usually she doesn't work on Tuesdays, but usually Wednesdays and Thursdays. And so I get to hang out with the kids. The 5-year-old, he's my buddy. He's my buddy. Well, yesterday, he was playing out on the playground at Sonic, and he found a toy gun out there. Just like, I think it was initially supposed to be like a Nerf dart gun type thing, but of course there were no darts. Some kid had left it behind. He comes running up to me. He's like, Miss Becca, look what I found. And he's like so excited because he found this toy. And I went, wow, that's really cool. I guess it's yours now. He said, what? No. I said, well, yeah, finders keepers. He says, no. I said, what do you mean, no? You don't get to keep it? He says, no, because then some other kid will be sad because they left it behind. And I near about started crying. Because I just sat there going, wow. Now, his story is not my story to tell. But suffice to say, this 5-year-old has seen way more than he should have seen. He has heard way more than he should have heard. He has been through a lot in his life. And he should, by all counts, be desperate to hold on to any measure of happiness and joy and luck and good fortune, whatever you want to call it, in his life. Even if it's finding a toy gun on a playground. But he didn't want to make another child sad. And so I said, well, that kid that left it behind probably, they're probably not coming back for it. And he said, well, then I'm going to bury it. So he went and he buried it again. So then another kid could find it. Actually, it was really funny. Before he decided to bury it for another kid to find, like he said to me, you should get your kid over here so we could play with his gun. And I was like, okay. He hasn't got to meet my son yet, but he really wants to. So yeah, but it really stuck in my mind that this child wanted to share happiness with this full confidence that he was always going to get happiness at some point. And I started thinking about, do I do that? I mean, to a certain extent, I think I do, obviously, doing this podcast and some of the things I share out on the various groups on Facebook. Like, I try to take my joy and share it with the world in my own way. But so often, I think, I try and hold these things close to my chest because I'm afraid. I'm afraid that if I don't, I'm gonna lose them forever. And fear and joy don't really mix. But yeah. But I think I need to more often share my joy. Share the things that make me happy with the world. Instead of just holding it close to me and hoarding it, almost like my precious, That is like the worst Gollum impression ever. But you know what I mean? So, yeah. That was a really good experience to have yesterday. So, let me get into the things for which I am grateful. Number one, I'm grateful I got to do lanyards at work yesterday, and I got to do lanyards today at work, and probably on Mondays as well. I am so excited to get to do lanyards. I know it sounds stupid, but I am. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. Number two, I am grateful. I'm grateful for French fries. I know they're not healthy, but man, they taste good. You're having a rough time every now and again, a nice French fry, a nice order of French fries that's like, and especially like from the right place, like Sonic's got decent French fries, but like, I mean, oh my gosh, you think about like McDonald's French fries, but even better, we have this restaurant here in town called Rick and Carolyn's. They have the best French fries in the world. Like, I mean, straight up best in the world. Like, they're actually made from hand-cut potatoes, and oh my god, they're so good. So good. Love French fries. You get the right French fry, oh yes. Life is awesome. And finally, I am grateful. I'm grateful for, I'm grateful, like, I don't know how to put this into words. I'm grateful for, like, the passage of time, I guess, like, since around the beginning of August, I guess, maybe a little bit before that, the sun was coming up around about 6 o'clock in the morning, but now it's starting to come up around about 6:30. So, it used to be, I'd see, some sort of semblance of the sunrise, but it was like later sunrise, which looks very different from early sunrise. But now I'm starting to see the sunrise at a different portion in the mornings when I go to work, because I'm usually out waiting for whichever ride at about 6:30, 6:45, and so now I get to see this different portion of the sunrise, and it's just so it's beautiful in a different way. To me, I love watching the sunrise. I hate getting up early, but I love watching the sunrise because it's beautiful all the way through. But it's beautiful for different reasons at different points in its egress up in the sky. I don't know how, like I said, I'm having a hard time explaining this, but so the later sunset, it's beautiful in a different way. Earlier sunset, sort of like or sunset, sunrise, what am I talking about? God, you could tell I'm tired. Sunrise, Becca. The sun is rising at 6:30 in the morning, but earlier sunrise, it's beautiful in a different way, and it's something that I haven't been able to see because usually I'm in here in my apartment scrambling around, getting ready, and not going outside to look at it. And even if I did go outside to look at it, like if I went out on my balcony faces west, so I'm not going to see the sunrise. I get to see the sunset. That's where that comes in. But but now I get to appreciate that part, and so I'm grateful for that right now. I hope all that made sense. So, in any event, I either need to take a nap or I need to get ready for work. Actually, I need to get ready for work. I will take a nap later this afternoon. So if you'd like to contact me anywhere on the internet, what you need to be looking for is PurpleBecca923. That's PurpleBecca 923. That is my username on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. And with regards to Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, I always follow back unless and until you send me something inappropriate, in which case you'll be dealt with accordingly. PurpleBecca923@gmail.com is the email address, and PurpleBecca923.com is the website, because ... uniformity! ! So remember to go out there and create what you deserve. Believe that you deserve it and create it. And then you can fly with the penguins. Toodaloo!